Oh my god, guys. Did you see this? Did you see this? They are trying to change the name of the bishop in chess. This isn't no, it's a joke. Like it's actually like they legitimately on Twitter, they're like, "Oh yeah, give us new names." And a lot of people have kind of caught on, so some of I saw one called like sliced boob. Cuz I mean, if you look at the bishop, it does kind of look, you got the nipple right there and it's got a little slice in it. So one person said sliced boob or whatever. One person recommended bishop and they're like, "No, that's a silly name." So clearly, this is not meant to be taken seriously. It's not meant to be anything deeper than just, you know, because they did the same thing with the rook, apparently. Um, but that's obviously not going to stop some people from writing about it, which random fan impulse we read from a lot, but they also have certain views that I call out all the time when it comes to say sexuality, being gay and how they say it's evil. I've always said it's not evil. Um, but maybe they caught on that it's a joke. Also, it's kind of I want to hear some interesting names from you guys. You know, in fact, let's not just start. Let's not just end with the bishop. How about the rook? How about the knight? How about the pawns? The king, queen. Let's rename the entire every single piece. In fact, the pawns. Let's give them all names. They're not just going to be pawns anymore. They're important people too, and they need to be recognized. So yeah, let me know below. Give me some interesting names. So you got the big ones, the knight, the bishop, king, queen, rook. And then I want individual names for every single pawn. Because again, pawns are just as important. They deserve to be recognized. Chess.com, a popular online chess platform, recently posed a question on Twitter that has sparked controversy among its users. The platform asked what the bishop pieces in chess should be renamed to, suggesting a potential move away from the traditional term. This proposal has been met with criticism from many who view it as an anti-Christian gesture, given the significant roles bishops play within most church demini- God denominations. Sorry, my mouth's not working properly. Sometimes English hard. Uh, den- it's denominations. Even though you just say it, denominations. The term bishop in chess has long been associated with the game's historical connection to medieval Europe and the Christian church. Bishops are high ranking clergy members responsible for overseeing church affairs within a specific geographical area. Don't, don't. I just can't talk. I just can't. I should just change my language to something else. Maybe I should learn Spanish and see how that works out. Ah. Also, hot guys, stay hydrated. H. I don't know. I keep telling people it's that second hydrogen. I don't know what it is, but it's that second hydrogen that just really, that flavor. Like you just can't get enough of it. It's like it doesn't have a flavor. Yeah, it does. It does, and it's that second hydrogen. People think it's that first one or maybe that one oxygen, but no, no. It's that second hydrogen. That hydrogen came in and he was like, "I am going to make this water, this compound as amazing as possible." And it's whenever people think about how refreshing that water is and that's going to be me. That's going to be me. They hold a position of spiritual authority and provide guidance to the faithful by proposing to rename the bishop. Chess.com is effectively diminishing the significance of these religious leaders and their contributions to the Christian faith. Such a movement could be interpreted as an attempt to erase the game's Christian roots Isn't the game like not Christian though? And undermine the importance of, or Europe, more say like European, because they're trying more associated with Europe. But apparently, the bishop, and I think I don't know if it's just a bishop, but the bishop has different names in different places of the world. So, and again, I know it's fake or not fake, but I know, like, we even got Flash, like, you can't erase the bishop, go fuck yourself. Um, such a move to Christian roots and undermine the importance of the church in the lives of believers. This is why I don't believe in religion, any kind of religion, because you have some freaking crazy ass fucking religious people. Like, seriously. And it's like I've said, I've called them out on their crap if they say something like, "Oh yeah, gay marriage or LGBTQ is inherently evil." It's like, no, it's not. No, it's not. There are just some members, like any other group of people or religion, that people like to act like that kind of group of people are. There are just some unsavory people. That's not all of them, and it's not inherently evil. So saying like, "Oh, gay marriage is gay marriage is fine. Gay marriage is fine." That's where my views differ from some people who would be on the right. People would think I'm more right wing, but I'm more in the middle. I've got right leaning views and I have left leaning views, like the whole gay marriage thing. I don't care. If you love someone and you want to get married, go ahead. I don't care if it's a man, woman, man, man, woman, woman. I don't care. I just believe that marriage should be between a man and a woman, and bringing other people into that relationship only complicates things. Oh my God, we finally got married. And now I'm going to go get a girlfriend, and that girlfriend's going to have a boyfriend. And then, she goes, the girl that you married gets a husband, a new boyfriend, and, they get married as well. But it becomes complicated. Just man, woman, man, man, woman, woman. I don't give a shit. Just married, just two people. Two people. But like gay marriage and stuff like that, it's not inherently evil. The fact that, hardcore Christians seem to be so terrified of fucking gay people or of anything that steps outside their norm, you know. I mean, I had one person who was like, "Oh yeah, gay people are an abomination." And I'm like, "Well, if gay people are an abomination, it looks like your God royally fucked up then." She's like, "Don't you dare talk about my God like that." I'm like, you're saying that every person is created in the image of God, right? And he loves everyone, but yet he made gay people. So wouldn't that prove that your God isn't as powerful or as all-knowing or as great as you say he is? I mean, then they'll try to do some crap like, no, that was the devil. The devil is. This is why I don't like religion. I don't like religion. It was Lucifer who pushed them to that side. Moreover, the decision to single out the bishop piece, even though they apparently did the rook like a week or so before, which I really need to find. I want to see some of these creative names. For the bishop piece for renaming raises questions about the motivation behind this Proposal. Why target a piece with explicit Christian connotations while leaving other pieces untouched? This selective approach seems to indicate an underlying bias against Christianity and symbols. The Crusaders. Yeah, I mean, out of all these names, now that's kind of like what I was thinking. It was like Christ's disciples, except instead of just them being named Christ's disciples, they all have their names. But like I said, I want you guys to give them all names because even though they're pawns, they deserve recognition. Crusaders actually sounds pretty cool. That's instead of having a knight, you have Crusaders. That sounds pretty cool. In conclusion, chess.com's recent inquiry about renaming the bishop piece in chess has ignited a debate on the platform's intentions and implications of such a change. By potentially removing a term to deeply rooted in Christian tradition, the company risks alienating. God. It's a joke. They did the same thing with the Rook a week before. Yeah, I read all that on Twitter. People on Twitter were saying that. It's like it's a joke. By the way, there are no Christian roots in Indian game. Pathetic. I've stopped following chess tournaments when they banned Russian players over politics. Nothing is safe. Yeah, it's like these people. But hang on, let me go to the Twitter space and bring it up as well. All right, so we've got the actual listofchess.com. We got Disparu with cock and balls. The responses into this post fully encapsulate what is wrong with this platform and more generally the world together, or the world today. Like the otter calls it the pointer and calls the king the pretzel. I can see it. I can see it. You can call it a pretzel. Call it the pretzel king. It's called elephant in most languages. What's going on with this comment section? In Norway, we call this a runner. Mr. Chess and Watch. It has Mr. Game and Watch. Game is pretty ambiguous. And then you have Mr. Chess and Watch. They like to meet on Fridays. It's the Pope. Bishop to the Reckoning. I'm gonna move my bishop to the Reckoning. Krokoff. Sneaky thief. Oh, that archdemon, archangel. That actually sounds really good. Wash attendant. Food science technician. Sex worker. Hamburger. Amazonian war. There we go. Florida man. The succubus. Hydralisk. Laser horse. Concubine. Pervert. Oh god, those are amazing. Charged particle cannon. Boy. Raining again? Jesus. Jesus. That's a bishop. How are you calling yourself chess and not knowing that? The correct answer here is anglerfish. Upside down guy. Fountain pen? Yeah, I guess you can... Yeah, I could see that. I can see that. I mean, it's a stupid name, obviously. Oh. The seal. The mermaid. Elephant. The one on the left is Bob. The one on the right is Francis. This is Iron Shop. Sell my cash money. A bishop. Zoidberg. Man, these crypto hacks are getting weirder and weirder. We're gonna start calling them the Reddit atheist pieces, my lady. We got Stone Tusk with Giga 9000. Oh, those are cool. That's cool looking. The money box. Bishop. Seems good. That's a Anybody who doesn't like Bishop already calls them butt plugs. Bishop McBishop face. Shooter, hunter, elephant, like it's called in other language. Bishop is cringe. Christ is king. Great job on alienating millions of people, though. You guys are doing so much for the game. And it's sad that he's got Saria. Yeah, that's like I've said, I don't like religious people like that. Yeah. February 13th. Oh, so it was more than a week ago. So February 13th was when they said about pointing for new names for the Rook. Oh man, that feels good. Got the rain outside, got the cool breeze. Um, but yeah, this was a joke. Um, I mean, obviously some people kind of get it, but yeah, I want names for all the pieces, and I want names for every single one of the pawns. So I guess you could kind of word it out, line it up in a way where it's like rook equals or pawn, and then for pawns, like pawn one pawn, just like individual names, or just like pawn, and then you list off a bunch of names. I want to see how creative people can get. I mean, I don't know if anything's gonna beat some of the other ones that we saw, like Mr. Chess and Watch, or some of these. I mean, washroom attendant, food science technician, marine biologist, municipal clerk, charged particle cannon, forklift operator. Yeah. But yeah, it's a joke, and this is why I don't like religion sometimes. I do point out that sometimes it gets kind of annoying how Christianity or whatever is like the only religion that people are willingly able to dunk on and make fun of and go after, while every other religion is pretty much, but Christians kind of do it to themselves sometimes, they don't do anything about it, unlike other religions. So maybe if you start doing something about it, maybe they'll leave Christianity alone, just like they do with every other religion. But I really don't care because I'm not much of a religious person. So I don't believe in God. I don't. You do your own thing. Just don't expect me to. It's like my dad. It was like, oh, turn to Jesus, my son. It's like, no. I respect your religion, that you're, hardcore Jesus and all that. That's great. But just respect my decision. I mean, I'm not preaching to you guys. Don't preach to me. That's all I ask. Just be left alone for that stuff. But anyway, let's hear some names, guys. Give me some freaking names. Anyway, that's going to do it for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.